Are you confused about the differences between the Schengen Zone, the European Union and the EEA? You are not alone. Many people think that they are the same thing, but they actually serve different purposes. In this video, I will break it all down for you with easy explanation, real-life examples and practical travel tips. Let's get started. European Union. Let's start with the European Union. The EU is a political and economic union of 27 countries. It was created to promote economic cooperation, free trade and political stability in Europe. The EU has its own institutions such as the European Parliament and the European Commission, and it even has a single currency, the euro, although not all member states use it. Key facts about the EU. Number of countries, 27. Main benefits: free trade, political cooperation, freedom of movement for EU citizens. Eurozone. 20 out of 27 countries use the euro. One important thing to note: being in the EU does not automatically mean a country is in the Schengen Zone or in the EEA. More on that later. Schengen Zone. Next we have the Schengen Zone. This is not the same as the EU. The Schengen Zone is a group of 27 European countries that have removed border controls. This means you can travel between these countries without needing a passport or visa checks at the border. Key facts about the Schengen Zone. Number of countries, 29. Purpose: no internal border controls, easy travel. Includes some non-EU countries like Norway, Iceland, Switzerland, Liechtenstein. Some EU countries are not in Schengen: Ireland and Cyprus. For example, Switzerland is in the Schengen but not in the European Union, while Ireland is in the European Union but not in the Schengen. Confusing, right? But don't worry, we are getting there. European Economic Area. Now let's talk about the European Economic Area. This is an agreement that allows countries to participate in the EU's single market without being EU members. It includes all 27 EU countries plus Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein. Key facts about the EEA. Number of countries, 30. 27 EU countries plus Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein. Purpose: access to the EU single market, free movement of goods, services, people and capital. Switzerland is not in the EEA, but it has separate agreements with the EU. A quick tip to remember: if a country is in the EEA but not in the EU, it follows most EU rules but doesn't participate in political decisions. That's why Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein follow many EU laws but don't have a say in making them. Key differences. So let's summarize everything in a simple way. European Union, political and economic union of 27 countries. Schengen Zone, 29 countries with no internal border checks which allow you to travel easy between them. EEA, 30 countries that share the EU single market, but not all are in the EU. Now let's answer some common questions. One question I got a lot is: does being in Schengen means you get EU benefits? No, being in Schengen only means you can travel freely, but it doesn't mean you can work or live in any EU country unless you meet visa or residency requirements. Another question: why is the UK not in any of this? The UK left the EU in 2020, called Brexit. It was never in Schengen and is not in the EEA anymore. So travel and trade rules are different now. What if I want to live and work in the EU but I'm from a non-EU country? You will likely need a visa or residence permit, depending on the country. Some countries have work permits, blue cards or job seeker visa to help non-EU nationals move for employment purposes. Always check specific immigration policies and always legalize your stay in a country where you reside. Summary. I hope this video helps clear up the confusion between the Schengen Zone, the European Union and the European Economic Area. To recap, while the EU is a political and economic union, the Schengen Zone focuses on easy travel with no internal borders, and the EEA allows non-EU countries to access the single market. Understanding these differences is key for anyone planning to travel or move around Europe. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on immigration and travel tips. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time very soon.